Hey,
yo.
Don't play with us.
Yo.
Come on now. We
Ready?
got the why?
Lie.
I'm lit, bro. I'm not gonna lie
Yo,
to you.
hey,
We
you
got
see
the
the
mic
upgrade?
holders.
You see
I
the
don't gotta
upgrade?
hold the mic no more. So wild. Legs up, chilling.
Yo,
We in
man.
Barbados, man.
You already know we relax. We uptown. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what it is, man.
You know we in the new stew, but the same crew.
Sheesh.
Holla at your boy.
You already know what it is.
Yo, man. Shout out to Wifey, man. Thank you for giving me the inspiration I need to be a man, to be a good man. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Shout out to my family that supports me every week.
Amen.
All week, every hour, every minute that give me the strength to really stay motivated, man, to do the things I do in this community, man.
Right.
Shout out to my man Q, obviously. He put us uptown today, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to tell you,
we in a luxury suite, man. Check came through. We in the luxury suite.
Come on now.
Shout out to my man
We still
Don
need
P.
them sponsors now.
Right. No, we always look for sponsors.
Come on now.
Shout out to my man Don P. If you really want to get in, locked in.
I think Don P had the election on too.
Yo,
low
man,
key.
From every language. You know what I'm saying?
Key.
Multiple languages, man. Get with my man Don P if you want that easy TV. You need that Christmas money. You might want to cut on that.
Come on now.
That Spectrum bill.
That's what I'm saying. You might not want to have the Fire Stick or the Roku or what. You need that Don P with the easy TV.
You know what I'm saying?
And as we always say, like, share, subscribe. The Gritty Challenge. I got both hands now, so 10.
Right. Read
10. It's
read
here.
The bottom of the screen.
It's here. It's here. Wherever it's gonna be at.
Here.
10 people, 5 people you know, another 5 you don't know. Because at the end of the day, we just try to spread the word. We
do
just,
the just thing, man. Be just.
It is, man. Because it ain't too much work. You know, when you're doing homework, you got to go home and be like, I don't really feel like it. But once you start doing it, you know, it ain't too hard to do.
If you want some good information, if you want to laugh a little bit, if you want to know what's going on in the city, man.
Come on now.
If you want to know what's going on in the neighborhoods, lock in, tune in. Tuesdays, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
You already know what it is.
Last Tuesday it was a little off, you know, it was a couple technical difficulties. But you know, you got to give us a little, you know, we're not fully sponsored.
Right. So we doing everything we can to
we doing it all
to give you high level quality.
Homegrown.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't nobody invested in us. We invested in ourselves.
Come on now. And we invested in y'all.
You know what I'm saying? To give you the word, the latest word in the streets, man.
Come on now. So, hey, look.
Popping, man. You already know what it is.
We back in the
building. What up, SFA?
Come on
at
now.
me, man. Let's go.
Look. Lakers ain't looking too good.
Well, they won last night.
No, they did. I mean, they played a team with no stars that don't play back to back.
I don't know, man.
But I mean, it was a moral victory.
Put them on the court, line them up.
He said that's what we played against.
But the funny thing though is they actually are doing better than they've done the last couple of years.
100%.
Last couple of years they start off
really bad.
2-10,
historically bad.
So like I think they're about 500 right now.
So what do you think the issue is? Because I'm seeing everybody talk about D-Lo. They talk about one day they love Connect, the other day they don't like Connect. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think obviously LeBron is the point guard.
Yeah.
So you know, D-Lo's an erratic scorer.
Right.
So I don't know if you got to make a move there to shore things up. Personally, I be watching the flow of the game, and sometimes I be like, wow, AR, that's a big shot.
I mean, he getting paid to take those shots, though. That's the thing.
You got LeBron on the floor.
I know, but Broad is on a 1 year.
I know, but
Broad is year 22.
Like, Reeves if you really watch the game, sometimes you be like, outside of AD, like
Reeves probably take the biggest shots.
But he got to swing at the Broad sometimes.
Nah, facts. But Broad had 39 though.
Yeah. I'm talking about in their losses. If you watch some of the losses, there's like this flow of the game, and then he kind of start trying to be a lead scorer, and I'm like,
but that's what they paid him to be.
Yeah, but
like that's the thing. It's
not yet.
But when though? Because they paid him
not yet,
and they paid him a biggie bag early. Off of the strength of we need a white boy that can hoop.
Yeah. You know.
And then moving on from D-Lo is kind of tough because it's like this the third year that y'all just said we should move on from D-Lo and not done it. Like,
right.
Y'all either go pull the plug or y'all go invest in them.
They've got some decisions to make. I think they hired JJ Redick a little later than they would like.
Right.
They had to solidify the roster.
Right.
I think they'll be fine. I don't know if they, get to the chip this year. I think they got to make a trade. I think there's a trade that needs to happen.
But who you okay, so this is the question though, because like
There's gonna be somebody available.
You got Rui, who probably you could move around.
I like Rui as a
even though
option.
he playing well.
I like him as a fourth option.
But what you can get for him
is some good value because he's
right.
young and he's got talent and can play.
D'Lo, he's obviously always on the trading block.
Right, he's a wild card. D'Lo can. I've seen D'Lo go for 35, 40 and look amazing. And then I see a lot of no defense,
bad turnovers,
the wild shots.
Yeah,
but he's a wild card. He could take you to the promised land or he could kill you.
I mean, he's an all-star.
Yeah.
All-star.
And I thought he played good against Denver last year in the playoffs.
No, he did. He did have a little bit of, but I think that at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, that's the issue with the trades is that y'all don't got good trade packages because y'all gonna lose something if you trade.
Right. We got to throw something in.
Right, because you
to make the money.
Let's say you want to trade Connect. Now you get rid of your shooting.
Connect is gonna be all right. A rookie. You know what I'm saying?
And then you look across that bench. What, Max Christie?
Right. You look across that bench.
Nobody's really saying.
You no longer see Bronny Jr. Which I think at the end of the day.
I mean, what was he gonna do?
Yeah, my thing is that I love the attention that he's getting because he is the son of a king.
No, but he's got to play.
Yeah,
he got to play at some point.
I have a philosophy all across the board about playing. You only could develop on the court, but you got to be in a situation where it's live bullets.
Yeah,
but they rubber,
and that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of guys they want to go into that live bullets where the smoke at, and it's like they don't recover.
Right, but you got to be one of them for all of that.
Yeah.
I think Bronny's he's still in a developmental stage. He hasn't really played since high school.
Nah, he didn't really play in college.
He got some reps. He got some reps here. He got some reps there. I think you put him in there, he becomes a solid Kyle Lowry or something.
Hey, y'all was winning when he was on that bench.
Right. Off that bench now.
That's what a couple of L's. When he was doing a bunch of clapping.
Yeah, his celebrations are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, your dad's on the. What you gonna do? You gotta celebrate.
But I wonder if he had a going away party.
He might have.
LeBron is kind of a funny guy.
Was it a Diddy party?
Right.
Because LeBron said, "Ain't no party like a
Diddy party," right? So I don't know if you see your son off like, yo, man, you headed to
the G,
wherever it is located, Santa Ana,
South Bay,
somewhere.
South Bay Lakers.
Right. But I think it's a good thing for him. I think he gets a chance to develop, play, get experience, make mistakes, take shots.
But what happens if he not that good?
I don't think you could expect that anytime soon. I think this is all about the G got some dudes.
No. It do. Trust.
They got some dudes down there, so
it do.
I think it was a good move for the Lakers to go ahead and move them down, get the pressure off.
Right.
I think there was a lot of pressure and anxiety.
It was gonna happen at some point.
Oh, when are they gonna play together? Let's get rid of that first game. Oh, is he gonna be on the roster? Let's put him on the roster.
Is he gonna score his first points?
Oh, let him get a bucket.
Now everything, all of my career checkpoints got checked off.
He gets some VCs.
Yeah, now you got to go down to the G and grind.
Yeah, grind it out and build up his abilities.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good move, man. I think it's going to help his father focus a little bit more on his job.
Yeah, because I mean, Bron had 39 against Memphis.
Right, he was
locked
in.
They lost.
Right,
he had 39,
and then he had 36. I think last night against Philly.
Yeah, against Philly.
So I think he's locked in. I just think at the end of the day, the Lakers always show me some lack of interest on the defensive end.
Yeah.
And I think that's got to just constantly be improved.
Is Redick a defensive coach?
He never was. He didn't play great defense.
Right.
But I think he's got McMillan on the bench. He's got an all-star bench.
Okay.
So his bench has got some great assistants.
Y'all was hoping y'all got Rondo on that bench, man.
Right.
He over at Milwaukee now, right?
Right, but McMillan is no slouch.
No, he's not. He's not. I like Nate.
I like his bench. I think they're going to be fine, man. I think they just trying to find that good rhythm. I think you got to still go through AD, like all the time.
Right.
All the time. If it's a pick and roll, if it's a dump in and he ISO.
I like that philosophy.
I think you just
AD.
You got to get him.
But
everything out of him.
Kind of like a Derrick Henry, where if you use him too much,
he'll break down. History says yes.
So what do you do now?
You got to
take these losses.
You got to get with Mike Wylie Athletics. Corrective.
Hey, I'm taking flights.
Exercises.
Look, you see we out here at Aruba.
If you didn't,
see, we
if
out
you didn't
here.
hear last week, we gave you some of the solutions to soreness.
Come on now.
Preventing injuries, preventing breaks.
Come on now.
Working hard. If you work hard, you got to recover hard.
So you got to tap in.
You got to tap in. You got to tap in.
I'm taking flights to
He'll
LA
fly out
at
to
any
LA.
point. Hey,
you know what I mean?
Yesterday's price ain't today's price. We already gave out the secret now, AD. So now, yeah, I'm saying you might gotta up that rate a little bit.
You got to pay a little bit.
But hey, look, my team looking kind of 7 straight. 7 straight. I mean, we looking kind of we the best team in the West. I mean,
what's your team again?
Come on now, you already know my team.
Miami?
Is the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, I thought you was with Miami.
That's who I work for. That's my employer.
You talking about the Phoenix Suns that got swept last year in the playoffs?
Well, we talking about the last year. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
we're not talking about the Yankees losing or nothing like that.
The Yankees, I don't even.
But KD looking like he having the MVP season again. I'm not gonna lie, he had 30.
Yeah. But the thing is we know Bradley Beal can't stay healthy. He's never been.
It's not about Bradley this year, though.
Oh, he gotta be. If he's not playing,
Tyus Jones.
No, I like that pickup, but Bradley Beal,
and he was scoring last.
Bradley Beal is getting paid over $30 million. So if he's not what is
paid over $40 million?
Right. What is Bradley Beal? Is he overpaid?
Yeah. I mean, we not going.
Is he a two-way? Is he a two-way player? Is he a guy who plays on both ends and
I mean, he
is
can.
dynamic?
I think what Bud is showing us is that our defense is going to be a little bit lackluster, but if we can shoot the ball, we going to win games.
You got the scoring
because we hitting 3-pointers at a career clip. High. Yeah, I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, but it does frustrate me because the lead changes with us is just so like. When we played y'all, we was up 22 in the first quarter, and then we end up losing the game.
Right.
We playing against the Mavs, we up 14, and then they come back, and it's just like
complacent. I teach a lot about momentum, and you never know when you take it for granted, and then when it switch, you don't know how to. It's hard to recover. It's hard to get back. Recently, just to jump off a topic real quick. Recently, I coached a game where the flow of the game was a lot of energy. Mm-hmm. We had back and forth.
Right.
And then there was this one play. There was a steal and a missed layup.
Oh, and then it was over with.
31-33, we were down. And when we missed that layup, it was just like the air left out of the balloon. Like somebody turned off the lights. Like Tico cut off the electricity. Like the water cats cut off your water. It was just...
But at the pro level, though? Like, I mean, I understand.
At the pro level, it happens. Yeah, it happens.
But it's like, how do you
as a coach, it's
one of that.
As a coach, it's probably the most horrible feeling that you can feel.
Because you watching it and you know it's going to happen, but you can't do nothing about it.
Time out. You have the speeches. You say all the motivators.
You look at their faces and they not even engaged.
They not even engaged. You see more. You try to switch players. You get in there, go get him, and it's just. It's hard to. That momentum is one of the major keys. Momentum is one of the major keys in athletics.
Yeah, no, it is, and you can see it because it's like when we looking at you got KD, Devin Booker, Grayson Allen can shoot, Okogie playing defense. There's no reason why you can't keep a 20-point lead. But we look at it each and every game. Yeah, we on a 7-game winning streak, but we look at it every single game. It's a run blown. It's a run blown. We go on a run. They go on a bigger run.
Right. a lot of times though, if you live by the jump shot,
you're gonna have to die by it.
Because if your lead is built on making threes and not really getting around that rim and shooting free throws, then it has a possibility. Yeah. It's a possibility that those shots.
Well, that's why I like Mason Plumlee. I love that pickup because he putting pressure on the rim. He trying to dunk everything. Now we got Nurk shooting threes, and it's working right now. I don't know how I feel about it later in the season because when they not dropping,
they said they wanted AD to shoot more threes. They just encourage that analytics.
The big shooting.
They want that analytites. If there's some analytics I use in my coaching philosophy. I definitely want to put up more shots than the other team.
Right.
We play with a shot clock at the SIAA, so I try to get that ball up early.
Right.
Get it up early. I like D'Antoni's method, 7 seconds or less. And we could get a quality shot if you got a good PG.
See, 7 seconds is a lot different than 3 seconds, though.
Right.
They be coming across that court,
launching.
chucking. I'm
launching,
like, cuz, what we doing?
Swing it one time.
What we doing?
Move the ball. You know what I'm saying?
But,
So, but no, Phoenix is looking good, man. I'm surprised KD really hung his hat over here.
He love it there.
I know. It's a lot of cats that live in Phoenix, Arizona, in that area.
I mean, that Kyrie like Dallas.
Right.
And that was a good game, that we watched.
It's funny because they're good markets, but they're not the major markets.
I think that they both played in that large market
and realized I'm large enough to make the market that I'm in big.
Hey, listen to that, black men. If you larger than life, if you larger than the situation that you in, don't just think that you got to stay there. Sometimes,
right.
Sometimes you can go and be a pioneer, and if you large as you need to be, your fame will precede you, and you're gonna be able to make something happen. So don't be just stuck in that box. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to explore and figure things out. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what you see. A lot of these stars doing with the podcast, getting these kicks and everything like that. We love to see it. We love to see black men win, but you know what?
Cleveland is surprising.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about Cleveland, dog. Yeah, I mean
Cleveland is a surprise to me. But when you look at the pieces to their puzzle, they solid.
But you thought they was gonna beat the brakes off of the Warriors like that, though?
I mean, the Warriors is overachieving
decent
right now.
I mean, yeah. We do have to say that because they look good. I think the records kind of got us more hyped about that game than anything.
Yeah, but you still need Steph to be on his A game, and I think he was a little off. He wasn't really. You need
Buddy Hield to hit them shots off the bench.
Right. So but Cleveland is solid, man. Garland is a guard that is special.
Facts. His hand, he be dribbling the air out the ball, but that thing be coming right back to that hand.
And the strap is ridiculous.
Yeah, but he always had a strap.
Right, but the combination of that power with Mitchell.
Yeah.
And then it's the combination.
Cause Mitchell going after he's 6'8".
Right. The backcourt at first I thought was too small.
No, facts. Because Mitchell's 6'3". And Garland's 6'3".
Right. So I thought that but when you're front court,
Jared
Evan
Allen,
Mobley.
Oh my goodness.
Did another solid.
What's the other dude? It's another guy.
Yeah, that's solid.
I mean, and they got Strus still over there too.
Yeah, they off the bench. Yeah. Goodness. They got a decent bench.
And then they got Karis LeVert over there
too,
right? Oh, they got a team,
right. So
hold on now.
And I think the coaching is next level because the guy who's coaching them used to be an assistant with Steve Kerr, and he coached in Brooklyn. So he got a lot of experience. I'm not sure what his name is. But Cleveland is surprising me. That's the surprise
definitely.
That's the surprise right now.
No, they definitely the surprise.
And it was interesting. The Lakers played in Cleveland. It was more about
Bron that shot,
the James coming home.
Right.
So it was a terrible game for the Lakers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wanted to be more competitive and have a little bit more drama at the end. But if it was designed for Bronny Jr. to get in, they executed.
Oh yeah,
plan.
for sure.
Because he got in and made a shot.
Do you think Cleveland gives this team a run for their money?
Boston, I don't know, man.
Because the thing is they match up in the front court a little bit better than other teams because you got Jared Allen, Mobley, and these guys can play a little bit, but
the X factor.
But we talk. It's
Porzingis.
It's Porzingis, and I think the X factor is also gonna be whether or not Donovan Mitchell can, put up those same numbers
with Drew Holiday on him.
Yeah, put up
and Derek White.
Yeah, because it's not nobody guarding Tatum and Brown like that.
No.
So and
they came back last night against Brooklyn. They was down.
Yeah.
They went into overtime.
Yeah.
So Boston is still at the top. So if we had to give you the top of the East, we're saying Boston, and then the top in the West
is the Sun.
Right now,
the Sun.
OKC and the Sun.
No, we ain't worried about OKC.
Yeah, I don't got a problem with them being the front runners in the first 10 games.
Hey, look,
as long as the Lakers come through at the end, we straight.
Hey, look, we taking our victories now.
Right.
Because we don't know how long this is gonna last. We got swept last year, so.
True.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you need to catch up,
get it while you could get it.
You know what I'm saying? Tap it with that Dod P with Easy TV.
Easy
so you
TV.
Can know what we talk about.
Right, because you would be able to see every game. The NBA passes on there. whatever game you want to watch.
If you need to watch Red Zone, because I mean they
Red
had that
Zone.
crazy
So
football game.
instead of getting with Spectrum and then having to buy all of those packages separately, you get all inclusive.
All inclusive.
All inclusive.
You know how
TV.
You check it with a hotel,
and they got it. You get to have all the amenities.
You get all the amenities.
The drinks
all
is
inclusives.
Free. The hot tub is free. The massage
Doesn't
is free.
it make it just seem a little bit more comfy?
Right. When
the bed might be a little stiff, but it makes it feel a little more comfy.
When everything's inclusive. For real.
Right. But Coach, you talked about it a little bit about, y'all had y'all first game. So, we had our first game that we coached together, our regional game and everything like that. We had a couple other games. So after the first games, what's the biggest thing that you take away from these first games?
That we got it's a long process, man.
Mm-hmm.
You want to win I want to win because I'm a competitor.
Right.
I want to win because I put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
But they gotta want to win, and they gotta put in more work. So what I feel like is that the it's hard to win.
No, it is.
Period. I don't care what level.
You gotta practice winning. At all levels.
Now you could win some games, but to be a winner, there is a big process, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We don't know. We don't know how to fight through adversity yet, and we don't know.
You still get punched. We still get punched in the mouth and react. That's the problem.
We go to sleep as soon as we get hit.
We look at, and if we don't go to sleep, we look at people like, why did he hit me?
Right. We played the team ABF. They out of Miami. Not the greatest talent, but they worked hard.
Real hard.
And they did their jobs. And that was the applied pressure, 4 quarters. It was constant. And our guys just didn't respond well. We had a 14-point lead. 15-point lead. 15. And they became more frantic, more, we had
a 7-point lead going into half.
They were speaking that saludamente.
Nah, they was.
So they was, Pablo.
Hey, we glad you wasn't mic'd up because you said so crazy.
Right. And they was definitely aggressive.
Right.
And I think what I took away from that is that we just are not physical enough.
Yeah.
We're not physical enough. We did terrible on the boards. They out-rebound us 2-1. Maybe 3-1.
3-1. They getting 3 shots
every time down the court.
Every time on offense.
So, a lot of detail on the fundamentals, but, right now these guys just not physical enough. And it goes to a lot of, we'll talk about it in a little bit, a lot about the commitment in the weight room.
Right.
The commitment 100%. To that picking up those weights and moving them and little details of focus with the weights and the strength and conditioning.
Now, what good things did you see? Because there was a lot of good that we seen in the
there was some plays. We had a 14-point lead.
Right.
So obviously we executed some things.
Right.
We had a few guys play well. I thought we ran some plays well.
Right.
So we was able to put the ball in the basket a little bit. We just have a sustainability issue. And a lot of that comes through the conditioning.
Say it again, Coach.
The conditioning.
One more time, Coach.
Conditioning.
Come on now.
Sustainability comes through conditioning.
We train for the 4th quarter, and I think that's what a lot of kids forget is that you don't like the training because you don't like playing in the 4th quarter. Because the 4th quarter is the most. You can't win the game in the first. You can't win the game in the second. You can't win the game in the third. So if you have all these stats and you blow the lead in the 4th, those stats was cool, but you lost.
If you train hard for 50 hours, that hour game will become more of you could give it everything you got.
Everything.
And I think we got guys who preserve in the game.
Who wanna give here, give there, give here, give there.
Don't want to run this time because I don't want to get tired. I used to hear that a lot from kids.
I don't want to waste my energy.
I don't want to. I used to be like, why you ain't going hard? I don't want to get tired. What?
Well, if you're gonna get tired, that means you're not in shape.
Right, but you're not following the regimen that you need to follow to prevent fatigue.
I mean, you said something that was super interesting. You said, Coach, because me as an assistant coach, they come over to me, they get a little disheartened, feel a type of way about me talking to them or whatever the situation is because they in the moment or whatever if they get taken out. You said, Coach, don't even talk to them. Because this is the same thing that we see in week in and week out.
So to go round and round now,
right?
We in the gym all week doing the same conversations,
right?
And we gave them the results. You will have ups and downs, inconsistency,
right?
You will miss more than you make. You will instead of communicate, you will be arguing.
And that's the other thing too. You spoke about it too. And this goes for everybody across the board. If you playing college, high school, whatever the situation is, the energy on the bench has to be real. Real. It can't just be
fugazi.
Defense just because we told you to.
But the one thing I could guarantee you is more than 85% of the guys on the bench are sitting there like, and this is what I hear. You don't even got to say it.
Right.
Man, when I'm going to get in the game, yo, he just messed up. Yo, I'm better than him. Yo, coach don't know what he's doing. Yo, when I'm going to get in the game.
But what happens when they get in the game, coach?
And they forget that in the game means you have to play. So when you get
they
in the
play
game,
with their mind.
Right. So when you get
they
in
play
the game,
2K.
Because the reality is that there is reasons why you're not in the game.
Oh,
and then when you get in the game, you want me to allow the mistakes because you felt like he made mistakes.
Right.
So it turns into this weird game of, well, coach, you coaching me hard, but you let him. I give it to him just like this. I am the coach.
Right.
You are the player.
You got to be able to deal
So
with it.
if you don't like me coaching you, then you must find another coach.
That's how it is.
Because I'm not coaching to be your friend. I'm coaching to develop you, to find the cohesiveness needed to be successful. I'm not coaching you to be your buddy. I'm not coaching to promote you.
Come on now.
I'm coaching you to be a better player. So when your opportunity on the floor happens.
They think that mindset of if I'm on the court, I should get every opportunity that I want.
Because he did.
But
he's at every practice. He wins all the sprints. He listens.
That guy.
He doesn't talk back.
That guy.
He follows directions.
Right.
But in the game, you want to become him.
You got some gamers. They only pull up and they.
I heard one kid tell a kid that, man, I ain't a practice player. I'm a gamer.
Not a practice player. How are we gonna expect?
I said to myself, what game he talking about?
Yeah,
the P5.
That gotta be the P5.
But he ain't talking about no live action.
But he can't be good at the P5 because I heard you run it off with their buddy, coach.
Yeah, I take a few. I'm like, but you can't be one of them. You run from the smoke.
You have to. He has to run from the smoke. He don't work hard enough, coach.
I don't like anybody who finished games with no fouls. It's just a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
We gave up 12 layups and you had no fouls.
But it's this new thing of if I take a charge, coach is gonna support me more. It's like, yeah, but if you attempt 5 charges and get 0 of them when you could have just walled up, coach is saying, do you know how to take a charge?
If you don't want to get hit, you're not going to take a charge.
Yeah,
it's called, you're gonna do the, oh, here he comes. Oh,
they start leading out the frame.
Or they'll see him a mile away and start setting up a charge. I saw one of the players.
That was like 4 times.
I saw one of the players, the dude was at the free throw line and he was already taking a charge.
I said, just hit a jump shot.
I said, dude, a charge is a reactionary thing. You can't.
That's funny.
You can't show him from a mile away.
Well, they think that's what when you playing against guys that don't have no body control, all summer league and all fall league, and you think that's the same thing I'm like, we playing live. We got coaches that teach things. Like we saw them run like 2 plays that we had.
Right.
And we like. They running the same plays, and y'all don't got no understanding that they running the same plays.
And they was really lost.
They was like, yo, they got us with that one. That was a nice maneuver. It's like
as soon as he passed it, he stops, and I'm like, yo, it's pop.
It's the same play.
It's pop. Y'all don't know.
But you know what it is
pop reverse.
When we try to do it, we ain't getting it executed because we don't know the play.
Right.
Oh man, but
but it was a good experience. We lost by 4.
Yeah.
We had the lead.
It was a 2-point game going up into,
Right. And I thought we had guys play well, then we had some guys who didn't play well.
It's just a focus thing. It's just a locked-in thing. There's a lot of sacrifices that guys got to make.
Don't let anxiety and nerves restrict you from showing your work.
Yeah. Because if the work is showing and it's not good enough, that just means you got to work harder.
Continue to work, man. Be in the gyms.
That's it.
Execute.
That's it.
Do more than what I'm providing.
Right.
Do the extra.
Do more than the next man. Don't just do what the next man's gonna do. Do a little bit more.
It's like being in class. You want an A, you got to do something extra.
Yeah. There's extra credit. You know what I'm saying? If you want an A, guarantee that you're doing the extra credit. If you want a C, Do the minimum. Hey, so we in run the ones, but we doing professional chucker edition.
Put them up.
Hey, which guys put them up?
Put them up.
You know, you got Jordan Poole versus Cam Thomas. I love both of these guys because the thing is, they putting it up, and it don't matter. It be one guy, two guy, three guy contested.
They both young guys in this league. They both young guys in this league.
Who you taking, Coach? Because it's tough. They both not on the greatest team.
Right. I gotta go Cam Thomas, and I think for Cam Thomas. Obviously, on the court, he's a bucket. He putting him up.
Super bucket.
If you follow his story, he always was putting him up.
At LSU, putting him up crazy. Oak Hill put him up crazy.
He could score the ball.
Crazy.
And then I guess for me, I haven't heard much about his character being weird off the court.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much.
Yeah.
Poole, there's been some.
Well, you know he a little light skinned though.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You know what I mean? If anytime you put yourself in a position to get mapped in the face by your teammate, you had to be doing something.
Nah, he was just talking about the bag talk in front of the homies.
Right, but that's just it.
That's like flexing a rack out the wallet and they get mad that you get.
That's it. So anytime one of the homies map you right across the face, that means that there's some kind of, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he got all that money. He got traded and we realized he's just a scorer.
Well, what'd you think he was? You thought he was a leader? He didn't get taught how to lead.
They thought they was
the leaders that were over there let him get pieced up in the corner and do nothing.
Right, nothing.
So what is he supposed to do with it? I mean, I seen a little leadership clip from Jordan Poole. He was pulling his teammate away from Draymond.
Right.
They don't deal with this foolish man.
Right.
Not trying to let you end up like me.
Right. So, you know, Jordan Poole can score the ball. He jack him up. Yeah. I just don't think I don't know.
I'm
not a big fan.
But his bag though.
No, the bag is crazy.
I don't know. His bag is I see him push cross, save foot, save head.
But the role he had on the Golden State Warriors made him very special. Put him in this kid is one of them.
But if you watch, I know you're not watching the Wizards. I know you're not. But if you're watching the Wizards, he's the only one that's really consistently putting up numbers.
Yeah. Who else is over there?
I mean, you got Kyle Kuzma. You got the number 2 pick. You got
what's his name?
Alex Saad. The number 1 pick had a good game though.
Who is he?
Zacharias. He had a pretty good game. He had 30 something. Bro, I see it on Instagram. They say he had 33, and the clip that they put up of him was to do pump fake jump flow. I was like, no back work.
Yo,
but no, I be watching him. He's the only one putting up consistent numbers. So Jordan Poole is
jacking him up.
But he's hitting them though.
Yeah,
he's not chucking just to chuck. He's chucking to try to win the game.
Because his job is to chuck. You know.
I mean, yeah, because when you're not good,
his value is not chuck. As the main guy. His value is at the second, third, fourth.
But I think he's a good second option. I mean, you thinking Cam is a first option over Jordan Poole being a first option?
Yeah, I think Cam is a first option.
I don't know. The street's saying that he's a chucker too much.
Yeah, but he ain't never stray away from it.
Yeah, because
he's been a chucker the whole time.
He got in there for 12 minutes and put up 10 attempts. I'm like,
he gets
what?
To it. He listened when the coach said, "Put it up."
Because there's some guys you tell them to shoot the ball, they
had a guy last
trigger
night
shy.
Was giving me reasons why he just didn't get them. I believe that you got to get you 3 or 4.
If a coach tells you to shoot the ball, shoot it.
Because the problem is if you don't, the shot you do take, you're going to tell me, oh, man, that was my first shot.
That was my first shot, coach. You can't do anything about it. Why was that your first shot? You got 5 different attempts.
You got it. Sometimes before you go be a shooter, you got to take some shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that thing might be blank.
Jammed or whatever. You got to shoot it for before you go to get the mission.
Yeah.
For the mission, you got to make sure that thing running.
You got to get some practice
You got to get some running. So I think there's got to be a few throwaway shots.
Yeah.
The ones you maybe they ain't feeling great about.
Hey, if they fall and you're not feeling great
about them, now you like, I might be green. But if you turn down
That's how I feel like Cam Thomas is, though.
Right. If you turn down open shots and you are a scorer, you are doing your team an injustice.
Yeah, disservice for sure. Sure.
Shooters shoot.
Yeah, nah.
Scorers score. You can't say I'm a scorer and then decide, I didn't feel like it this time.
Right. So my question is more like, okay, so we're not talking about no defense, right? We talk about run the ones, like 1v1.
Right.
Who you taking, Jordan Poole or Cam Thomas.
It would be a good game, man.
Because I'm saying the bag, I don't know. Jordan Poole,
Jordan Poole bag is crazy.
I see him do some stuff I ain't never seen basketball players do.
If you want to talk about bag work,
that's what I'm saying. Bag work.
Poole. Get a bucket.
Because Cam, he gonna take a double pump fake, pull the jump shot and still make it. And it ain't gonna be no bag. It's just
I can put the ball in the hole.
It's going in. But he still got a bag though.
Yeah, slight bag, but not the pool bag.
Like the pool party, when it's a pool party and the shorties outside and they playing that, honey, I see you.
Yeah, he just did some funny stuff off the court that has me. You hear him? Coach Mike got a voice now. Don't play with him.
Maybe if I give it to you.
You don't play with him. Hey, actually, while we on topic real quick.
Hey, man.
Tell us about the little.
Yeah, sure.
Coach Mike, so I go with Cam Thomas. He go with Jordan Poole. We off with those
I'm going
clowns.
with Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying?
Off with those clowns.
Yeah.
Let's talk about my man. He had an event last week.
You know what I'm saying?
He had a shindig.
Hey, look,
He had a little. I won't say a Diddy party.
Nah, it wasn't no Diddy party, but we was in the VIP.
There was some baby oil out there, though.
I don't know if it was no baby oil.
But he had a little shindig last week. If you don't know, Coach Mike is an artist.
Yes, that's why they get the Wylie.
Yeah, I mean,
Wylie on all platforms.
The kids in the streets heard some of his tracks. The tracks is floating around.
They said they're going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, you heard intro songs. You know what it is.
Ice, oh my.
You know what I'm saying? You already heard.
But nah, man, it was pretty lit. I wish you would have been able to pop out because they moved our set back to the last one. They made us the headliner, so it was live. I'm not gonna lie to you. We pulled up because it was me, my homie Tay, my homie Mally, and we got there, and first thing, the event promoter, he brought up, yo, I'm so glad y'all are here. We was waiting for you. I'm not gonna lie. We excited for y'all more than any other group. We like,
Word?
Huh? Word? Shout out Spin Bin Magazine. Shout out Ian. Shout out Mr. Spin. You already know what it is.
Yes,
but
sir,
we get up there and they talking about some, yo, it's VIP. So you get free drinks, free eats, and we got this little party bus in the back that, you know, only for VIP.
Freak off.
No freak offs. Jose Cuervo was there though. I ain't gonna lie.
Amigos.
The Live Casa Amigos, you know what I'm saying? But nah, it was lit, you know what I'm saying? And just the energy, you know what I'm saying? It was a vibe. It was our first official performance as a group, SOE the Gang, you know what I'm saying? So we did our thing.
Right. That's what's up.
Went out there, you know, got some camera work, you know what I'm saying? We got so because this episode will drop after the video drops, but we got video drop FTB on YouTube. It's hard. I didn't even get to show you, but we might have a little clips in there, a little something, whatever the situation is. But you know what it is. We went up there, you know what I'm saying? They actually told us to perform another song because we only had 3 songs at the set at first. And they was like, yo, run another one, man. Get that joint crunk. So we played 4 songs. They let us, it was the only group that got to play an extra song. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
It was valid though. You know, it's definitely different, you know, being in the studio comparative to being on stage. Because on stage, and this is the thing I hated so much. My mic was trash, yo.
Sound check.
And I was the hype man. Basically, I was dang near the hype man. So I'm out there. I'm like, yo, what's up? All this, you know, being on the mic and whatever.
And the mic was all you hear is it hurts when you got a doodle mic.
And I didn't know until like halfway between the first song, and I'm just like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I was just like, I got to make it work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out there rapping like the mic ain't messed up. So I'm like, they hearing it, but they not hearing it. And then they hearing it, and they not hearing it. But, you know, the speakers was doing his job. The speakers was all right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, at the end of the day, we got, you know, camera time. We got to be outside. We had a couple people out there, you know what I'm saying?
Some free eats, free drinks.
You know what I'm saying? I felt luxury. I ain't gonna lie. You know, we out here at Aruba. You know what I'm saying? Out here, you see the scenery.
And you had some groupies.
Yeah. Nah, I had
no groupies.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you gonna see in the video.
Right. It's always groupies.
I ain't gonna lie. I said one bar. I forget what it was, but Shorty yelled so loud. I was like, I almost scared me a little bit. I was like, I didn't know you was that close. Hold on. You know what I mean?
It was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing in Florida.
It was snowing.
It was a little bit of snow. The one that did scream was a little shorty, and then I did say a bar about a white woman. So
she went crazy.
She went crazy for that one. But you know, shout out the buddies, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, we don't discriminate over here as long as they are women.
the bunnies.
As long as they are women.
No, man, that's beautiful though. You got this. So let me ask you this question.
What
do you like more? You like, certain artists is like performing, and just certain artists is like the stew. And there's certain artists is just like put me wherever I need to be at. If the check is there, I'm on my game.
See, I'm more of that type of artist, but I got a pen though. So like, I like different aspects of it because like when I'm in the studio and I done penned something and I've been having it like brewed up for like maybe like 2-3 months, and I'm like like that energy is different because I'm like, bro, I gotta put this out, man. I've been waiting to put this out and everything like that. But then when you see your pen come to life, it's a different type of feeling because you like, yo, this is really me saying what I said on the track in front of people. Right. So it's like I'm saying it twice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm reaffirming what it like, so I get to have a little swagger, a little bravado and everything like that. So, it's different, but it's always a performance when you're an artist. Like everywhere you go, somebody might tell you to drop a 16 or whatever the situation is. That was the fun thing about it when we was in the VIP. It was us and a couple artists that was freestyling, and it was like, oh yeah, they about to be going crazy because they freestyle was hard. So it's like, it's a different type of energy though. But I'll probably say like, it's my first performance, so I got to see. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'll say probably the stew because you get to edit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get to play with it a little bit,
like that. But I don't know. It was something about that being on stage. It brought something out. It brought something out me. I was like, hold on now.
Yeah, the adrenaline.
You know what I mean?
And the excitement, the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like that's good. Did you do phony?
Nah, we ain't do phony. We was going to, but the thing was we had to do, more music that all of us had. It wasn't just me as a solo performance. It was SOE the gang. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out 732 Tay, my guy. Shout out YK Bally, my guy. You know what it is.
Do the people a favor. Just give them a little quick bar, maybe an 8, not even a 16.
8. I mean, we don't got no beat, but
you don't need no beat. Let them hear it though. We could throw a beat on the backdrop. Just let them hear a bar, man.
I mean, you gotta give me the beat. Give me something.
I got you.
Right. Okay. Hey, look. Look. It's Gritty Wylie. It's 6 a.m. All y'all down. All y'all are snoring. But we up. We out here informing. You know what it is. We out here scoring. Got the rock and we shoot the 3. Yeah. We Shaq and Kobe every day. We don't play. Yeah. Hold on. We don't play every day. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, just let something. You know what I'm saying? Just let something. You put a beat on though.
Your Sam.
Just a little Sam. Just a little Sam.
I used to beatbox back in the day.
Hey, I like that little doom. That little 808. That kind of. What you got, B? Hold on. Doom.
Yow.
Doom.
Yow.
Doom.
It's the coach on the mic.
Doom.
Chilling with my man Mike.
Doom.
Gritty.
Doom. Doom.
Wylie.
Doom.
We in the building.
Yes, sir. Hey, my gang.
Yeah, man.
Hey, come on now. We might gotta get a Coach B tape. We might gotta get a Coach B feature. Hey, on the next tape, y'all trying to see Coach B? Let us know in the comments.
Come here.
What it is. Hey, come on, Kyrie, chill out. I know you trying to get on the mic. Chill out.
Yeah, my man Ree in the background. Hey, he like swing me the rock, man. I put it in the hole.
We already know they took an L last night. Chill out over there. But hey, man, college expectations. We've been seeing your boy go crazy. Your man's been going crazy. Shout out Carter Knox.
Yeah, let's go.
Out there with the Razorback.
Let's go 5-star.
Dunking on everything.
Let's go 5-star.
Step back, pull up.
Let's go 5-star.
Cash. Hey, my man's 7 for 7. Dylan Mitchell.
Oh, right.
Come on now.
Cincinnati.
He played against Trent. They played.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Got a lot of guys in the college right now.
Right.
Shout out to my man Lib. He played last night.
Yes, sir.
Caleb Gatewood out there in New Hampshire.
Yes, sir.
Franklin Pierce, he played last night. We had my man Jamal play.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of George Kimball, local guy.
Yeah. He was doing his little thing.
I saw my man Ramon Sills getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
College is exciting right now.
Trey Murray over there, St. Leo.
Yeah.
Got a lot of guys in college getting to it right now, man. Shout out to all those dudes that's chasing their dreams, man. We got dudes like Carter at the highest level getting in work. He playing with some dudes.
Some guys. They stacked over there.
Yeah, they
But they coming over there for Cal.
Right. They super stacked. You know what I mean? But I like the efficiency and what he did. He didn't try to do too much.
Right.
He a shooter, so he got to his little, his little step back. he's a slasher. He got to his little 1 dribble, 2 dribble, get to the rim.
Right.
So I think Carter, and he looked strong out there. He looked he's 6'5".
Nah, he do look like he tearing the rim off when he going at that rim. I'm like
6'6", 225, 220.
The question, I'm like, did Kev have that type of bounce like that at that age?
No.
I mean, he did.
Shout out to my man Kobe Knox out there balling at USF.
No, he doing his thing.
Shout out to my man Janai Broom out there. Auburn going crazy.
I mean,
his swag is ridiculous.
Ed doing his thing out
Shout
there.
out to my man Ed Bronson over there. Easy E, yo, what up?
Yeah, man.
He over there. Yeah, I mean, shout out to my man P.
Yeah, we gotta see what P Lugs looking like, man.
We gotta see what
see what he doing over there.
Shout out to my man Spider. He out there trying to get minutes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Tone.
Hey, he texted me. He was texting me. I sent him a video of him playing defense. He said, "This is what I'm going to be doing against these guys." 2 hours later, he said, "Them boys forfeited." I ain't gonna lie. I was like, "Come on, cuz."
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all these cats, man. Shout out to all the cats that's trying to get to it, man.
You know,
who's getting busy, man. You know what I mean? It ain't easy.
College is different, though.
It is different, man.
That's what a lot of them called back telling you. They was like, "Yo, coach, this is different."
Like, yeah, I'm prepared. You know, shout out to my man.
Jaden Gray.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the homies getting it, man. It ain't easy.
Shout out my man Los out there doing his thing out there.
Doing his thing, man. Shout out to my man Carmelo out there in Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. Josh Watkins out in Santa Fe. Yes, sir.
That's my man right there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all these local cats that's now playing at that level that they wanted to get to. Shout out to Mike Drayton.
Yeah, Drayton.
You know what I mean? He out there in Santa Fe.
You know shout out Stephon.
You know what I mean? Shout out to all the homies.
College.
All the homies.
All the homies.
All the homies. If I missed you, I missed you.
Yeah,
you know
man.
But I definitely shouting you out. But all those guys is really chasing a dream, man.
Yeah.
Chasing a dream.
Yeah,
let this thing take you abroad.
Because the biggest thing about going to college and you actually be at that college is you get another opportunity to further yourself.
Right.
Whether it be in basketball, whether it be in academics, whether it be in the dating scene. There's a lot of different opportunities that you get in college.
It's one of the greatest moments of your life because you've achieved something and now you got to go put in more work.
You got to go achieve something in front of everybody,
in
front of thousands.
It's almost like I thought when I got here, the work was done.
The work's just begun.
You got to double up on the work, man. A lot of guys is trying to get it adapted to their environment.
Right.
Basketball is a second semester sport.
Yeah.
So you
talk
get
about that,
months.
Coach. Talk about that because you
The
got guys
focus,
that they come in the summer, or even some guys coming in the spring of that last year trying to get a scholarship, and they get to around this time and start getting fatigued.
Right now, this is starting to hit that fatigue button with the academics.
Right.
This testing, midterms coming up.
Yeah.
It's
time management,
eligibility. If you're one of those guys who's always straddling that line, I would tell you to stop playing that game, man. Spend more time getting it done because
do it now.
Time management is very important.
You
said a big thing right there. Key to a lot of that is time management, and you got to write it down. Put it on your Google. Put it on whatever.
Don't try to act like you can put it in your brain.
Write it
down. You're gonna forget it. You go
every
sleep.
Day,
you go wake up and be like,
every
what
day,
was
give
it?
yourself that slot of time to focus.
Even if it's on the notes app.
Give yourself an opportunity to be successful by not being lazy.
Yeah, because I used to see, that when I was my freshman year, and I regret this, I used to see a lot of my classmates have like calendars.
Right.
And I was just like, why do you have a calendar? It's on the phone. And I realized that some of them notifications don't go off. And sometimes your phone is dead and you don't realize that you need to know what's going on. And you look at that calendar, you say Tuesday midterm review.
Right.
You got to really do that.
I still rock calendars to this day. I got the big joint.
Right.
Fill it in.
It's
Though
important.
I can put it on the phone. That iPhone be glitching.
It do be glitching. It be
sometimes. Glitching. So when
You'll
see
put
the
10 a.m., it'll be 10 p.m. somehow.
Right. Or how many times I hear my phone didn't go off.
Right.
So I put it on a calendar, and I make sure that I check it off as the day goes, and really try to make sure I manage my time because you can let it get away from you if you're a gamer. Yeah. You can let it get away from you if you like to chill.
If you like to chill, kick back.
Right. If you like to kick back and just let your hair down.
Yeah.
So if you don't write it down You know, it's gonna be tough.
You got to kind of treat college like boot camp when you're an athlete. Like don't try to be having the alarms on the phone. Go to the store and get one of them old school classic alarms. Cause it's still gonna keep going. You ain't gonna just press a button and you gonna have to wake up, tap it, do all of that, and now you already up. You know what I'm saying? Put the calendar down, because when you write things, this is scientifically proven. When you write things down, you have a higher chance of remembering it. So you got to do these different types of things, and I think college gives you that best ability, especially as an athlete, to be able to learn how to be an adult, learn how to, like you said, time manage, and learn really how to prioritize things.
Responsibility and priorities.
Certain things are going to be a priority when you're in college. It's just the truth. Like when you come out there and you're an athlete and you're a feature athlete,
you're going to have some
You're going to have some groupies.
You're gonna be invited.
You're gonna get a couple knocks on the dorm door. Can I come in? Past curfew.
You're gonna be invited,
and you're gonna have to say either yes or no. And if you say yes, they'll get caught.
And the problem is that unfortunately the brothers like to say yes.
Yeah, they say yes and get caught.
Just be responsible with your time, man.
Very responsible.
Because as all that work to make it there, they get rid of you quicker.
Oh yeah. You was telling me about a story about that recently, about how somebody, overslept here.
Overslept.
Couldn't manage time here. Now the rotation time is different.
Right. And I'm sure you had an excuse and they understood.
Oh yeah.
But you got to understand.
Trust.
The decisions are made by the coaches, that we don't have to collaborate or investigate. It's black and white. You late, you sit.
But that's how they got to keep it, because they giving out scholarship money. So they got to keep it
and NIL money. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta, you gotta be you gotta be an entrepreneur.
You do gotta reinvent yourself
now. Because now you got to look at yourself as a business person when you step on these campuses.
You can't be going out to the clubs drinking and being all sloppy, because then they go say 5-star recruit.
Drunk off of
the scissor.
You know what I'm saying?
Crashed out.
So you just got to be responsible. Now, I'm not saying don't have a little fun.
Yeah.
But be responsible, man.
Don't fall in love with the fun, because the fun is only going to take you so much. Because a lot of it is the work. And the work ain't fun.
No.
So if you fall in love with the fun, you're going to be like, I don't know if I want to go to the gym early in the morning no more.
You won't be doing too much more work on the court. You may be doing your work at Wendy's.
Flipping them fries.
No, bagging biggie bags.
One turn, not two turns.
Saucing nuggies.
Saucing up the nugs.
Saucy nuggets.
But so what would you say the biggest piece of advice for a college student who's about to emerge in this season would be?
Especially the basketball athletes, where this sports really start in the second semester. Man, go in there all locked in on how you're going to get these classes, making sure you got the right classes. Finding that tutoring ship that really works for you. Take advantage of study halls, take advantage of the resources.
Try to get in that groove early.
Because every school, whether it's major, NAIA, JUCO, whatever, they all have resources to some degree to help you to stay on track with your academics.
No, they do. I neglected them. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely neglected them.
I remember being in college and went to the library once or twice. Walked by it plenty of times.
Knew exactly where it was.
Just never
walked in that joint.
Found myself in there.
Knew exactly where the student resource office was.
But
just walked past it a couple times. And that's the thing. It's like, especially as me being a recovering college dropout, which is a thing. You can drop out and then re-enroll. Being a recovering college dropout, especially when I got there early, because I went in college at 17. I became an adult in college. You know what I'm saying? I had my birthday and none of my friends were around me. So I felt this level of independence, felt this level of kind of like animosity towards those who knew me prior because they didn't want to help me out. But really, one of the biggest things that I'd say is staying tapped in with your home base, with your support system. Because if you don't do that, you lose track of that real fast.
That's good advice.
Because I was only 2 hours away at Florida Gulf Coast. And it turned into I was coming back every week to 2 weeks to a month to two. It was one time, it was a 4-month stretch where I didn't even come back to the crib because I knew if I did, it was going to be some problems.
No, you really tapped in on that because some of these cats leave.
Yeah.
And you try to reinvent yourself based on what the environment is. So you kind of lose a little bit of who you are.
Yeah,
and then you might even like your new you.
Yeah.
And then you cut off your
and you try to come back home as the new you, and they're like, nah, that's not you.
But then you want to convince somebody that it is you.
Yeah.
But they like, nah, that's not you. You trying to be what you need to be up there. You got to decipher it. But if you don't keep tapped in with your peoples, you will lose pieces of you that'll help you get there.
Right. And it's going to be the pieces of you that you go sustain after you done with college. Because that's what you got. College is a
temporary.
It is a period of time.
Temporary.
Beforehand, that's a period of time. And after, that's going to be a period of time.
Temporary.
So you have to maintain what helped you get to where you need to go and what's going to keep you going past where you are.
Right.
And if you don't keep that, which usually is your support system, you're going to have to build another one. It's going to be really, really hard to build a support system at 25 than when you're in your, early adulthood.
It's a lot of temporary moments in your life, reasons.
For sure.
So it's just phases, temporary, right. Locked in your career.
Right. And that's the thing. If you got friends in college who ain't trying to be on the same page as you, you got to divert from that. Because that's the thing with me. Like the homies that I make music with, I was making music with in college. So I got, still friends from college that I still tap in with the reason why I got my Miami Heat job was because it's one of my homies from college. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of resources, but you do have to maintain the same level of like standards and the same kind of belief system. Because if you try to be friends with somebody who trying to drink, smoke, and party and all of this,
that's not
you're not on this,
it's not
at some point there's going to be a collision course.
Yeah, it's going to be a collision. Somebody going to be sent home.
Yeah, and somebody's gonna sit there and be like, man, you ain't gonna ride for me, man, bump you. Right. You just gotta deal with it because if
somebody gonna be sent home.
You know what I'm saying? But it's easier to do it early. Just be like, yeah, nah, I don't rock with that. And then be the weirdo instead of trying to create friendships and then you get friction you gotta deal with during the season and now your mind is taken off of the priorities and everything.
If you're a college athlete and your priorities is party and then try to catch up on the work, you're not gonna
I'm telling you that right now. It didn't work. It was
you're not gonna make it.
I think I got maybe it wasn't even 2 months. I think I got a month and a half in, and I was chilling. I was working out. I was doing what I needed to do, and it was just 1 week where it was Tequila Tuesday. It was
Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It was Keys Wednesday.
Whoa.
It was what was it? It was Fly Lounge Thursday. It was Rhythm Friday.
Diddy Fridays.
And then it was Rusty Saturday. Once I hit that week and I was party, I couldn't recover.
Party.
I couldn't recover from that.
Wasted.
I couldn't recover from that. I got to that next week and I was just like, dang, I got that many assignments due?
Yeah,
from that 1 week?
You start leaning into that lazy, I don't feel like it. It's a wrap. I don't want to do it.
Because all my classes was in the afternoon. My first class started at 1:30.
Oh yeah, that's a decision.
Yeah, I know. I made that decision. Yeah. I made that, and I had online classes too.
Right.
So I was and 2 of my classes was
you had just
not mandatory. Yeah, it wasn't mandatory attendance. It was built in for the laziness.
You had just thing built in for the Freaky Fridays.
It was a different Freaky Friday back then, but. Nah, I definitely have my joint built out. And that's the thing. You have to build schedules that you're uncomfortable with.
Right. Don't go comfortable because you'll be trying to do them all in the afternoon. I think my son had like a witches and crafts class on like a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying?
No, them Thursday night classes you ain't going to. I ain't gonna lie to
and then I was like, bro, you got a Thursday night class?
You not going. I had pre-calc.
No way, man. You can't catch me on some like Thursday
5
nights.
5 p.m.
Wednesday at 6, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, no, I was just going to the.
So no, hey, get with your get with someone at
get with
school,
your
advisor, and be honest about who you are and how you worked in high school and what your strengths and weaknesses are.
If you're not a good student, they gonna help you out. If you're not a good student,
right?
But you got to be a student.
But you got to be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth about it. Be honest with your advisors, and make sure that you get yourself built out. Because, like we said, basketball and sports typically is in the second semester, so. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you understand who you are as a student. Build your schedule based on being uncomfortable.
Yep, that's all you got to do, and you'll be successful. Oh man!
Congratulations are at hand, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll clap it up for the 47th president, who is also the 45th president.
Right.
Donald Trump.
This was a different I've never seen this before.
I haven't seen this much animosity. It's almost like a couple people, like,
but have we seen this
family
before?
members died.
In history, though, like a president wasn't the president, then had all these legal issues, and then became a president again?
Hey, they say he has a Mickey Mouse presidency because the only time he won was against women. He's the only president that's only won against women.
Right, because it was Hillary, right?
It was Hillary first, and then it was Kamala the second time. And he lost against Biden.
Right. This is interesting. Politics is like asking a woman about her weight. It's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I voted for Kamala. You can still come here.
Yeah, I as you know, I'm registered non-political, so I voted for the amendments, but I didn't vote for the president. But I voted for the amendments. Right. Unfortunately, a couple amendments did get passed and things like that. But
But at the end of the day, man, it's a lot of stuff that has to happen. I don't know how much they change. I'm hearing all kind of things. He's trying to get rid of presidency and become the king. And run a monarchy. I don't know.
They talk about they try to give police immunity for
incidental.
Just immunity.
Incidental.
If it happens, it was incidental.
Incidental taking black lives.
He said if he took a black lives, it was an accident.
It was an accident.
You give him immunity.
I'm not going to cap. We was driving to the location today. We saw some situations.
Oh.
We saw people being pulled over.
Yeah, we low key was like.
Should we stay
here? You know what I'm saying?
Film to make sure. It was like two cops jumped out.
we was a little bit more south,
right,
so we
wasn't
doing that.
Right. So
we had to keep going. But
congratulations to Trump and all that voted for Trump. I'm assuming that he's making the best decisions in the best interest of the country.
That's what you only have to assume. You can only do that. Like, why would you have a lack of faith in somebody that's supposed to be running your country?
I know a lot of people that voted for him because they think they're gonna get a check.
And like I told you this morning off camera, I'm watching these videos because I'm a historian, and they talking about how little the president has to do with like the financial status of the America, how the economy works.
Right.
And people just don't actually research at all. And that's the crazy thing about, you see so many ill-informed people go vote. That's where I feel bad for some people, because there's some people that get so caught up during the election time. They spend so much hours away from their children, away from their job, researching. And that vote ends up not being the president. That's when the crash out happens.
I have a challenge with the whole, they won the popular, but they didn't win the electoral.
Right.
So it's like everybody wants you to be president.
But it don't matter.
But they don't want you to be president.
Nah. You can't.
I think Trump, obviously, a lot of people feel like his decision making is sound. I look at his pending court cases and his.
Nah, that's all getting exonerated. You heard that, right? They said that don't exist no more. So whatever you talk about in the past, that don't matter no more.
I'm just like, I got to do more research.
You know what I seen on social media? I saw two things on social media. I saw a bunch of people posting how the stock market went up like 0.1 trillion% when he got elected first day, and everybody's like, you see? It's like, well, y'all kind of got to understand that how stocks work are based off of the potential increase of certain types of things. So the stocks are going to go up when there's a change, especially when it's somebody who worked in Wall Street, who has money in Wall Street, all of these different Trump Tower, super multi-giga billionaire, you know what I'm saying? That the stocks is going to go up. But now let's see how long it stays up in all of these different dates. That's why you got to stay up to date with the current situation. But I also seen a lot of this, and this is what I don't like. There's a lot of people saying, block me if you voted for this person. Block me if you voted for that person. Unfriend me. If you did this, you did that. I'm just like, man, y'all gonna let politics, and I get it to a certain degree when it comes down to some belief systems and things like that. But you gonna let politics stop you from being friends with somebody that you was friends with for 15 years? You ain't know that this was who they was gonna vote for already? Like, you thought they was gonna change their minds? Like, you know this person. How did you think that they was gonna vote for something else? But you would act like you was gonna be friends with them if they voted for the same person during the election. That makes no sense. Like,
no sense.
I sit here every day with you. I knew who you was gonna vote for. So if I had an opposing opinion, wouldn't I just want to talk to you about it beforehand? Like, why wait until you get on social media and sit there and be like, nah, I'm not rocking with you no more. You got to block me. I don't want to hear none of this and this, that, or the other. Like, I'm like, y'all get on the internet too much. Y'all don't have conversations with real people. It don't make no sense.
Right. And it's just a matter of, let me put it this way. If the gas prices are down right now, if that's a Trump effect, thanks. Instead of $3.75, I'm $2.99 right now.
Sheesh,
so if
I
Trump,
gotta pump that premium right now. So my joint is
right. If Trump is affecting the gas prices and make sure they drop, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Crashing out though
I just
at the family table. I know Thanksgiving gonna be crazy this year.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have them conversations during Thanksgiving, or you gonna have to step out and walk? You gonna have to go for a little walk.
Yeah, man. Trump, congratulations.
Yeah.
It's I don't want the show to get canceled.
Nah, we gonna get canceled if we keep endorsing certain types of things.
Right.
But like we said, man, stop out here hating on your family because of who they voted for. That's your fam. That's your blood.
There was plenty. There was millions of minorities. I was surprised how many Latinos and like with the border and all that.
Did you see the numbers?
Yeah.
Did you see the numbers?
How he be talking about the races and those people and all. I was surprised.
The numbers was crazy. I mean,
it was staggering.
I mean,
but I heard a lot of people just didn't like the Biden administration, and Kamala was a part of that.
That is a justified reason to.
And then you had a lot of male chauvinist pigs out there. I'm not voting for a woman.
You did.
They just like it was black minorities.
But you see, the majority of the people that voted for Kamala were blacks.
Right.
Black women led.
Right.
Second by black men.
Right.
So I think that the black community should be unified more than ever.
Right.
If anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whoever you voted for, happy for you or sad for you, whatever the situation is, today is a new day. We
right.
move on.
Donald
Trump is
the president of the United States.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I want to say, you're fired.
But you can't.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, it's a lot of turmoil. It's a lot of, different situations that people are dealing with. And a lot of people I think when it comes down to it biblically, there's a verse that says, if you're bringing your gift to the altar and you have a quarrel with your friend or your buddy or your family member, you put the gift down and go fix the quarrel. Now, what people don't understand about that verse is back in like the biblical times, it was like a long line to get to the altar.
Right.
So what Jesus was, or so what they were saying back in the day in the Bible was, it don't matter how long that line is. What's more important is dealing with the conflict before you try to give your gift to the Lord. So we got Sundays, that we come up or we go to the church and, we want to pray for this, we want to pray for that and all of these other different types of things. But we still got issues that are unresolved throughout the week. We got to make sure that we deal with the issues throughout the week so that doesn't impact our week. Right. Because a lot of times when you're dealing with something and you're going into a situation where you already have previous conflict, that can create even more conflict. Right. I've seen that happen a lot of different times, especially in the coaching scene, where somebody will have a situation happen at home and then they come into the gym and now they ready to crash out on everybody because they didn't deal with the situation at home. This is always something that you can learn, whether you're a young kid, a young adult, an older adult, or somebody that's in a position of power. The conflicts are the things that are going to dictate whether or not our relationship is going to be sound. So if you have a bunch of conflicts in your life, make sure you solve them and then go to God about your issues, and then go to God because you don't want to just be like, God, I pray for those people, I pray they change and everything like that, and you're the real one that needs to change. There's another verse that says, why look at the speck in your brother's eye when there's an entire plank in yours? First remove the plank from your eyes so you can help the other person remove the speck. And that's the thing. We think that the other person is having the plank. We think that because of their political views that they're the one that's wrong. Or we think that because this person did it their way, that they're the one that's wrong. But we have to always be introspective and reflect on what we do so that we can help others be the best versions of themselves. Because there is an opportunity for people to get better. As much as y'all might not think, we are living in the best times that we've ever lived in. Because if you think a couple 100 years back, we were slaves. You know, us as black people, we were slaves. So now we're making progression. You look back a couple years before, we didn't have rights. So we're making progression. So we're going to consistently progress as a society. But as those progressions happen, there is going to be disgruntlement. There is going to be some conflict. There is going to be some change. But conflict resolution is one of the biggest things that I see our newest generation not have the ability to do. Right. When we get in fights, we go and talk about this person, or we go to social media, or we create a group chat so we can gossip and vent. That's not the right way to do it. You go to the person and you talk about the issue so it can be solved, so you guys can move on and you can be better. So that's our challenge for you guys, is solve the conflicts that you got at home, solve the conflicts that you got with your friends, and then take your gifts to the Lord, and then because it's a given season. Like we said, we've been saying this all the past 2 episodes since November happened. It's a given season. There's going to be Thanksgiving. We don't want no quarrels or fights at Thanksgiving. We don't want it to be a Christmas party and one of your family members don't show up, and then 2025 something bad happened to you. Like, man, I wish I would have seen them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, make sure you solve your conflicts. And I want to say a special shout out and prayer to Bruce.
Yes, sir.
He had a passion in his family and everything like that.
Condolences, Bruce.
It's hard when it comes down to losses, especially when, it's towards the end of the year and things like that, because now you have to look into the year and think about how things are going to happen. But, our prayers are always up for you, Bruce. You always hold us down. And our prayers go out to everybody that's dealing with losses.
Man. I got a lot of family members that are dealing with lost ones from either a year ago or it was that season. So shout out to everybody. We resolve your conflicts. You heard the word today. Really step out of your comfort zone. Really step out of your I'm not gonna do it. They gonna have to come to me. Be the one to be the bigger with the one with the bigger heart, man. Solve your conflicts. You know what I mean? Stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. 7 o'clock.
Every single Tuesday.
It's the Gritty and Wylie show. I'd like to shout out everybody who supports us.
Yes, sir.
Everybody that stays locked in.
You already know.
Subscribers, we love you guys. Continue to watch the show. The live chats be popping.
We out here in our Aruba. Next time we might be out there in Venice.
Right, man.
We might be out there in
South
Beach, Suavemente. Come on now. So, hey, you just got to keep up with the pod. I don't like y'all sitting there saying, I watched episode 2 or 3.
Man,
it changed up every episode, so you got to watch every episode, fam.
We appreciate you guys. Shout out to my man Don Peasy.
Yes, sir.
Get that easy TV.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my man Q.
Yes, sir. Behind the lens.
You see how fly we look. You see how fly we look.
Come on now. That's the eucalyptus mint candle. I know you don't got one of those.
Holla at me, man. It's the Gritty and Wylie show.
You already
know what it is.
Yes,
you got
sir.
Your boy Gritty.
Wylie.
Lie.
We out.